Sit down and cozy on in, as today we make some major steps, literally, on the outside of our home and rethink our layout, removing a set of stairs on the inside as our castle wall fortification continues.
I still like their idea of a slide coming all the way down.
But then you need a pool as well.
Welcome back to our channel. If you're new around here, we're Brittany and Drew, two hopeful adventurers who got married and after 8 years of van life, found our dream property and moved across the globe to Portugal, where we're now documenting the journey of transforming this historic watermill into our very first home, not on wheels. Now, let's take in a deep breath and let it out. Let the adventure begin. Morning, guys, and welcome back to another episode where this morning we have a lot going on already.
We're getting a big delivery of sand, several meters, and we just got a whole pallet dropped off of cement. This is for the retaining wall.
Things are getting serious today, guys. Except as soon as Drew is done capturing this footage, we need to hit the road because we have a meeting with our architect this morning. We want to see if we can squeeze in a mudroom into the current plans for our home. So fingers crossed, because that's a pretty important factor that we really only thought about because you guys left comments about it in a past video.
And we think that will benefit us a lot thanks to you guys and giving us new insight into our layout.
So we hear you in the comments, we read you, we love you. And while our guys did an incredible job handling the delivery back at camp, we made our way to the village to meet up with our architect and take care of other important things at hand. After our architecture meeting yesterday, our architect asked us to draw out the change that we asked, that he did approve of, but drawing it out is a different story. We'll see what I can figure out. Lassie, are you taking a nap? Yes, such a good doggy. My hands are full right now, full of architecture drawings. Sweet girl. Boy. Good boy. And this is what the guys had been up to that morning. Scooping the heap load of gravel that had just been delivered shovel by shovel down below the retaining wall and into the drainage cavity / our future back patio. Just observing this area. Basically, this is done. All that it needs now is to be rendered, and we're pretty sure that this is going to be it could be a bench. It already has the makings of the back of a bench, Andy was saying, and I think the gravel is going to go to about here.
Yeah, you can see in the back that orange spot marks the top of this area, which will be somewhere probably in this range.
So, something like that.
Just like that. It fits in the rocks. Nice and snug.
What was once the most precarious area, and now it is the most reinforced. It's very satisfying.
I know that Andy said he was so proud how this came out, that this is his favorite feature that we've actually built to date on this project. So kudos to him. It does feel really good to have this part done.
We were saying that it looks like a slide right here, and it would be really fun to make stairs, or steps, and then you could slide down here, except for the fact that it's actually going to be filled with gravel to about here, so maybe not. It'd be a really short slide.
But there will be another big solid piece going across the base of these rocks here, connecting to those columns.
But something that we have to do before the end of the day and before the end of this episode is send the little design change to our layout, to our architect, for our future mudroom. Because like we said, you guys in the comments made us realize that is a really important room. Somewhere we can hang our coats, take off our boots, leave our mail, our packages, hang our keys. That's a really important space. So we're gonna get rid of a set of stairs and let's just attempt to explain it and draw it or something. somehow.
Plus, we didn't really have a good spot for our washer and dryer, and we were undecided on that. So having this space is something we both really look forward to in the mill in the future.
The sound of the water is so nice right now.
It's really flowing. Look how green these paths are.
We've got clovers for days and days and days.
And the birds love it around here.
Oh, good, we have our lights. Okay, guys, so as you can see, this room here is small. It's basically a wall, the stairs, and then this door frame that we are required to make bigger, which is a good thing because this will actually turn into our main way into the lower section of the mill, because our thought is to actually remove these stairs completely. And instead of having stairs that go down, we're gonna have stairs that go up, because the space over here was going to be a very small bathroom. And then we really didn't know where to put our washer and dryer or just the laundry room in general. We were like gonna put it in the kitchen, but then someone mentioned that your food smells like laundry or your laundry smells like food. And then we were gonna put it up here in the theater, but then someone mentioned it's annoying if you're like watching a movie that then you can hear your laundry being washed and things like that. And then we didn't wanna put it in the bedrooms just because the space honestly is pretty limited up here already.
One thing about this place is it really didn't have adequate closet space or just like storage areas. So we're gonna have to create all of that in the entire thing.
Exactly. So with that all being said, our hope is to remove these stairs, so then this bathroom down here can extend all the way to over here, and it can also include our laundry room. And then when you walk in here, there will be a set of stairs that goes up.
Yeah, it's such a funny design change because right now the stairs take you down, but
Yeah.
instead you're gonna walk through this and go upward.
Because
Look how tall these ceilings are.
so now these stairs that go up will take you to what will be sort of like our hidden mudroom in a way.
You wanna know something crazy?
Crazy.
Those ceilings are 14.5 foot tall.
I'm like 4.5 feet tall. No, I'm like 4'11".
But a standard size floor height is 2.2 meters high, which is a little bit above those orange bricks above that window. And then we can build the floor space.
And so that means that, like, I don't know if you can see this. You see how high that is?
Yeah.
That was all going to be wasted space otherwise. So the floor for our mudroom will be at about this height here. And yeah, how do I draw that?
What I really like about this design change is it's gonna bring the wall of this room about even with this piece of wood
Yeah.
that matches that pillar. And it's gonna extend all the way over here by this fire extinguisher. So that's gonna be one ginormous room versus what would have been just a teeny little room on that side of the stairs.
And since these stairs will be removed because we were gonna have to put stairs over here to take you up into the theater room anyway, which felt like redundant, and these stairs are really bulky, and that means we have room for like probably the toilet under the stairs that'll go up, and then sink, bathtub, somehow lined up on this side, and then washer, dryer.
I think it's just amazing that the room would have been so small on this side of the stairs over to this wall, and now we get
twice.
like 40% added onto that room.
So without your guys' suggestions in the comments, I'm not sure we would have like pushed for it. And the main way in and out of the mill will be through that. Well, it's hidden behind a whole bunch of planks of wood.
Yeah, there's another door in there we have to
Yeah.
open up.
So that will be how you come in.
Imagine this wall is going to go all the way to the ceiling right here. So there will be a bottom room for the bathroom, the washer dryer, and then on top of it, our mud room.
I think it's a great change. So thank you guys for inspiring that.
I'd say it's kind of like a dream come true that we get to really make this happen because we didn't know if it was going to affect everything else we have in motion for our building permit. And because we're not altering the external walls or changing any of the major support beams, we can do it.
This entire project is turning into the challenging and creative dream come true that we imagined that it would be. And with so many rooms and details and plumbing, electrical, lighting, and all of those things to figure out and keep organized, Honestly, guys, at this point, I found myself feeling extremely overwhelmed and organizationally lost in the process of planning our home renovation. That is until Milanote, a tool for organizing your creative projects, reached out about sponsoring an episode. With over 100 built-in templates for nearly every kind of project, getting started with Milanote was so easy and so inspiring. First, I created a board for each of the main rooms in our house. Then I was able to sort through and separate images that I had been collecting in one giant folder over like the past year. And on the main page for our watermill project, I created charts where Drew can make note of the measurements for various things that our builder will need to know. And thanks to the mobile app, it is so easy for us to share and gather information with our architect and our builder in real time. Milanote truly is an organization tool for all types of creatives. And best of all, Milanote is available for free with no time limit. And you can sign up right now using our link below to get started on your very own creative project. As many of you guys know, sponsors are one of the main ways that we are able to support our lives here and support the renovation of our future home. And just by clicking on that link below, not only are you making a huge difference in them choosing to work with us again, but your time, your energy, your interest, even just tapping that like button, it all makes a huge difference. So thank you guys. So you guys saw some of those vision boards that I had made out for some of the bedrooms. My hope is that I can put together something that our builder also understands. Our architect is actually French and our builders are Ukrainian. So
and they communicate in Portuguese, believe it or not.
For them, yeah, actually that's true. And a little bit of English, but pictures are a bit universal, I think.
I think our next step of this is figuring out where the door to this bathroom should go. Should it go closer to the external wall?
What do you guys think?
Or more on the left side? What's the layout? Like, where's the toilet, the vanity, the tub for the shower, and then of course like the laundry dryer?
We're actually thinking of putting the washer and dryer upstairs. In laying out a camper van, everything had to fit in this amount of space.
We had 86 square feet to work with in the van. That's 8.6 meters roughly of square meterage.
Wish us luck.
It's interesting that it's not like in a rectangle, it's a square.
We're not used to that. What catnip does, guys.
Tom's loving that blanket. He knew he was not sure what's going on with their kid. It's like, who sent this guy?
She literally bit him in the butt.
So today's agenda is to map out our stairs, where exactly we want to be able to walk up from the driveway area up into our patio back here. So Andy's got the paint out and we're gonna design this just how we want to make it.
So this is our walking line where you mainly walk, right?
Yep,
because you always walk in the middle of the staircase. The widest spot is the middle of the staircase. Also take ourselves this measurement. You always want to end up here. And in the end we're just gonna have 30 divided by 4, so let's make it 7. 1, 2, 3, 4 steps.
So this line here will correlate with that tack right there.
That's correct.
Cool.
And now we're gonna do the same on this side. Front of the step will be there. And we're gonna go to the corner of the house. So we go with the 35 again, divided by 3. 1 and 5, 70, 35. And now we have again 1, 2, 3, 4 steps.
Perfect. So this will be
Nice shape.
the outside. And you're all the way at the top, even with that wall.
So this is just for drawing, so you can see if you like it.
Okay.
You know, more or less. Those would be your steps.
Because I can see myself, if they're really thin, what I'm going to try to do is like rock climb with my toe holds and just like think.
Something like that. Something like this.
I think that gives a nicer way to like come up right here. Plus we got to use all those rocks. So does that pile of rocks equal these steps plus this wall?
You're asking me or you're asking the crowd?
I'm asking you.
No, I would say we have too many.
I still like their idea of a slide coming all the way down.
But then you need a pool as well, and like a little skateboard ramp, which we already created back there. So you're building a fun park.
Yeah, this is a fun park all of a sudden. So I really like the way it's turned out, but I figured based on what Andy said, why don't you ask Brittany, see what she thinks of the design before we actually start pouring the concrete and making that permanent. Hey babes, I got a design question for you. Took a picture of the steps down there.
Yeah?
What do you think?
Yeah, exactly. I love that they scallop out like seashells.
It's a nice look.
My approval.
Good.
Cheers.
All right, she loves them.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Good.
it's go time. Time to get the tools and start digging. Shovel, pick, wheelbarrow.
And so Drew began digging out the foundation for the stairs, while Andy continued preparing our castle wall for its next stage of support, building out the form and pouring the concrete for the last lintel above these two beefy columns.
This is a really beefy support pillar. Beefy means meaty.
Like,
Yeah,
strong.
like Forza.
I don't think it's going
Pretty
anywhere.
solid.
But just this one, because it was already damaged from the fig tree.
And then build another lintel right
Build
across
another
there.
lintel, but try
Okay.
to go a bit inside.
Okay.
This was what holding up the street before, and I can just demolish it with my hands and
That's
this little
crazy.
hammer. Not supposed to be like that.
I like that you have these in place though.
Yeah, I like
Extra
that you
security.
had them.
Those are actually left in the mill. They were using them when they replaced the roof years and years ago when they built it. Hey, give me a boom boom. Do it.
Oh, no.
Just trying to make a couple more cuts so that way you can chisel more out.
Yeah, because now I can just do.
Yeah.
Try get it a bit square so we can get the steel in.
This stuff is no joke. This concrete is stuck on these rocks so hard. They got a lot of muscle, a lot of scrubbing, just to get a little bit off. Things are moving right along around here. Andy cut all the bars, all the rebar that's going to be underneath where the steps are. So what we're going to do now is tie this together. That way we can lift it out, use the cage piece we have, cut the actual size of what this will be for where those stairs are going to sit. Super cool design. And at the same time, up here, we got a whole cage tied into the pillars we made the other day. And Andy is looking like Hercules, bending metal every time I turn around and look at him. Are you putting the wood up today, or is that tomorrow's project?
Today and tomorrow's project.
A little bit of
probably,
both.
because it's going to be quite difficult
to figure out
tie
how to
all
like
that in.
actually put it together. Yeah.
But we're just gonna go for Portuguese style again, not measuring.
We're gonna eye it up
Yeah.
and screw it together. I like that method. I mean, that's what we did on these pillars, and they turned out great. Right at the edge.
So now we just
Cut right around the perimeter.
actually not, because this is supposed to sit on top of this one.
What if we flip the whole thing over and then technically it'd be on the top?
Then we're mirrored. So I would cut it out,
All right, just cut it first.
roll it back up, and then take it, tuck, and then tie it on.
Okay.
And I would tie it maybe in there.
That way it's in
Because
place.
we don't know if we came out of it.
Okay.
So we put this one back in the hole, and then we put the other one on top. And if we have to cut a little bit still, then we just do that.
Okay. Oh, okay, okay. That a boy, that a boy, that a boy.
I got them this toy probably like 4 weeks ago, and I had to get sturdy enough that they would play with it. Here's their little toy. It's so dirty.
We got the staircase form set, and today we're going to be filling this up with concrete. Andy's finished the molds up there, and he's already putting cement in the mixer. Yoo-hoo! Next step, we're going to remove these support pillars so that we can get the buckets in here a little bit better and get our lintel poured. You're looking snazzy today on the job, boss.
Feel mine. All right, I loosen them and you look.
No, just the wood moving. Sweet.
So all that work for nothing.
Okay, pull these nails out.
This is very good.
Yeah, we got a nice solid bite underneath that lip. Built me a staircase.
Yeah, also on those ones, like everything is like nicely wedged in. He said while dropping to the floor.
All right, let's get dumping some buckets of cement and fill this sucker up. That's full up there. Now it's time to get all the cement filled into the form we've made for the stairs. So we have a nice solid base, because this entire area where I'm standing is going to be about waist high in gravel, because we want to fill in all of this area so it supports the wall from the bottom. So all of those pillars from that level down will be covered in and you won't even see them. So the beauty's got to happen in the top sections. This will be one smooth flat patio going all the way across this area, just below the window, as you can see here. It's coming along, it's coming along. We've got a lot more buckets and wheelbarrows to fit into this area. I think it looks pretty dang good.
Of course, Mike. Most satisfying video in the world.
Well guys, we're gonna put on the final touches and just make sure this is exactly how we want it. Let it set for the next couple of days and then we're gonna get back at it. So thank you guys for joining us another episode, and Andy and I, Flashy, Brittany, the crew, we'll see you next time. Be well guys, take care.
We love you all and we'll catch you in the next one. Hasta la próxima.